Let's bring Marty back in to talk about the Canucks. Rick Tocchet was asked about Pettersson, Boeser, and DeBrusk after the Canucks' latest loss, and he replied saying, you have to earn your ice time. So let's play a little Goldilocks and the Three Bears here. Are those comments too harsh, not harsh enough, or just right?
They were just right. And if you look at the way that the Canucks played, against the Dallas Stars, those were the three guys that needed to go in and make a difference. And yes, you have to earn your ice time. I get it. That superstar player is the best player on your team. Usually will get the benefit of the doubt. But the Canucks had just won 2 games in a row. And they're able to say, hey, let's move forward as a team. Nothing much was done on trade deadline day. Nothing happened in the Brock Boeser situation. He's going to be here for the rest of the year. They didn't replace JT Miller. They didn't really go and acquire anybody. So what do you need to do? Well, it's all about effort and about showing up, right? I know they threw a lot of hits. They had a lot of scoring chances, but it was more the supporting cast that got going. Your top players have to play at a much higher level to be able to win games, get yourself back into the race. And you look at the Canucks, they're 3-5 since the Four Nations face-off. That needs to be better. And for me, when you're Rick Tocchet, a player and a coach that understands that the effort and the competitiveness of players is what makes a difference in the National Hockey League. I look at Pettersson, I look at Boeser, and I look at DeBrusk. They're 50-50 puck battles. Often I saw a couple of times DeBrusk slowing down, not going first on pucks. This is something that will drive Rick Tocchet crazy. And I think it was just right to say that you have to earn your ice time, and they didn't earn their ice time against Dallas.
And yet, despite everything that's gone on with this team, all this drama this season with Pettersson, JT Miller earlier, the trade deadline, the Canucks still just 1 point out of the playoffs. Do you think they get in? And if they do, are they any threat to go deeper in the West?
I don't think they get in, Rod. And look, I might even say they're toast right now. And they had a chance to get a 3-game winning streak, and they let that slip against a really good team, the Dallas Stars. But I look at the way the Canucks are playing. Number one, if Thatcher Demko was there, I changed my story. And Kevin Lankinen's been really good. But when you put a name like Demko or against the top goalies right in the Western Conference, the ones that he's competing with, he's not there. That makes a difference. Defensively, Quinn Hughes has been there, but he's missed a few games. And if you don't have a fully healthy Quinn Hughes, well, I think it puts the Canucks in a tough spot. So I look at the Canucks and I'm saying, at this point, I have much more a belief into the Calgary Flames, into the St. Louis Blues, into the Utah Hockey Club, even maybe so into the Anaheim Ducks that keep climbing and keep trying to stay into the race. So, the LA Kings seems to be dropping a little bit, but the Canucks don't feel like a team in the Pacific Division that are going to take a step forward. So, yeah, for me, I feel like the Canucks are toast. And even if they got in, it's not about playing meaningful games in March and April. They want to win the Cup. And even if they got in, I don't think that team goes anywhere past the first round.
And next up for Vancouver, the Canadiens also in a fight for a playoff spot. That game tomorrow night in Vancouver.